You know, there's a lot going on at our zoo that San Antonians can definitely enjoy. And right now we're going to talk about the 37th annual Zoo Run Relay. Paul, are you ready for this?
I am ready. I've got my sneakers laced up. All right, you know, you'll actually get to run inside the zoo and become somewhat of an animal yourself.
Perfect for you.
Right, perfect for me. Here to tell us more about it is Justin Kinkle. He's a senior animal care specialist, and also Kyle Pettis, who is with public relations at the zoo.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, y'all. Right now we have an animal here for you to see.
First of all, I thought it was a baby, but it's not a baby, right?
He is not. Twig is estimated to be about 17 years old, believe it or not. So he is actually a rescue bird down out of Houston. And it's very common for them to possibly either get injured in that sense, but he just couldn't be rehabilitated and returned out. So now he gets to be with us at the zoo and help teach and educate people about some of your local species you may find right here in Texas and in your own backyard.
You know, him being a smaller variety of owl, no offense, does he eat, I guess, smaller things like smaller mice and things like that?
Exactly. He's going to eat those smaller meals and stuff. So smaller rodents, lizards, maybe even some small snakes as well. So they specialize in eating that, and they're going to be more of a nocturnal hunter as well. So that's when they're going to come out looking for a lot of those grubs and good stuff to eat.
Yeah.
But what he specializes in is something that's really quick. So similar to what you guys are going to be doing running in the zoo, they love cockroaches. Nice and quick and fast, but he's very good and able to catch those, and he's going to use those nice little sharp talons to be able to grab those as they run away.
We got some roaches for him to eat for sure.
Right. Yeah, I tell you what though, I'd love to have one of those. But you say you got to have a falconry license.
You do. There's a lot that goes into going and having anything near like this within your home or within your area.
It's not like
just let them out there doing what they naturally do.
Just do what they naturally do.
Yes.
So Kyle, this is one of the animals, of course, of many that you'll be able to see at the zoo for this run. Tell us all about it.
Absolutely. So if you're feeling a little healthy today, Zoo Run is happening tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. and it ends with an after party for the adults. So it's a lot of fun. Yes, you can run and be healthy while you do it, but also see a lot of the animals like Twig there. And then tomorrow is the kids run, which is a great time as well, which will be from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So a lot of fun happening there. But really special about September, it's our Frontline Heroes Appreciation Month. We absolutely love all the work that our nurses have done here and for all of us during the pandemic and beyond, but also our doctors, our police officers, our EMT, and our firefighters. And all of them get in for free during the month of September, which includes 2 weeks free of Zoo Boo.
Which tell us about that. That's something fun for the whole family.
Absolutely. So whether you're bringing your boo there, like you said earlier, or you're bringing it for the family or any kids, Zoo Boo is a great way to experience San Antonio Zoo with free trick-or-treating. We have all sorts of activations happening around, live music, and then of course, some other animals as well that you can come.
Some other animals. Are y'all ready for this? So beautiful. Okay, can I guess? Do you know what it is?
It looks like a boa to me, but I don't know.
So he's got it correct. It is a boa constrictor. Yes. He had a 50-50 shot. So so this is Scarlett. She's a Colombian red-tailed boa constrictor. You get that name because you can see the coloration and the pattern, and her tail tends to change versus the rest of her body. But they're a Central and South American species, and they're arboreal, which means they spend time in trees. So right now I'm just a big tree for her hanging out. But just like Twig, they're excellent at eating a lot of those pests and stuff within our area, which is good. So she's going to eat maybe birds, smaller mammals and stuff as well. So they help keep those numbers in check for us and keep us nice and safe.
Her eyes blend in so well. Like
they
she
do. It's that
camouflages.
great camouflage that they have. Absolutely.
Let's say we were out in the wild.
We're
walking through the jungle.
I don't want to
And
do
he's right up above us, and he's very hungry. Would he wrap around?
No. So that wrap around is more of a feeding response. So you're also usually too large of a meal for them, especially for this species. But on average, a snake can eat about
you may not be, but I am.
Yeah, they can eat something about 4 times larger than the size of their head. So we're all perfectly safe.
So how old is she?
She's about 17 years old.
17
and she's going to continue to grow every day of her life. She can be upwards of almost 12 feet long and 70 pounds at her largest size.
And how long can she live?
Roughly about 35 to 40 years. So it's a very long commitment for people to have for a pet.
So she's good at the zoo for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, we mentioned earlier about the python. What's the difference between a boa and a python?
New school, old school depends on kind of like their range and location and stuff as well as to where they are. It's more about location than anything else.
Okay. So I wasn't completely wrong because they do look similar.
In ways, yes. Yes.
He's like,
Again,
he's like, no,
the
you're right.
biggest thing is they're all constrictors, so they like to give hugs.
Justin is nice. You're a nice
Yeah, you are really nice. Thank you for
Amazing.
teaching us about the animals.
Absolutely.
And
Of
so
course.
tonight, what time do they got to be there? How can they take advantage of all
So
this good
tonight, show up at 5:30. It starts at 6, and then all the running's going to happen right after that. And you'll get to jaunt through the zoo and around it and get to see all the beautiful animals. And the reason that we exist to secure a future for wildlife. So your ticket to anything, whether it's Zoo Boo or Zoo Run, helps us secure that future for wildlife.
Very nice. And by the way, that run, is it like a 5K or?
It's a 5K.
5K? All right.
Paul, I think he's warming up, yo. I think
yeah.
you might
All right,
see him
start your
definitely
stretches.
there. I know, right? Maybe you can do it with the snake around you.
Man, that would be something. You know what? That would slow your time down just a little bit. But
Is it gonna be nice
you're
out
probably
there?
wondering what the weather is going to be like. Let's take a look.